looks like we're streaming. So that's cool. Let's just verify all this stuff is working. And then we're gonna make some dubstep for, I don't know, 2 hours, something like that. Assuming I do good. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like everything's working fine. All right. Well, this is the song that we made yesterday, I want to say. I think we did this yesterday. So I've worked on it very, very slightly since. Just kind of added more melodies and stuff in this section. Hey, thank you, Cordy. Oink, oink indeed. Appreciate that. You are an angle. You are an acute angle. What's up, Fortune from Within? Hello, hello. Y'all are very early. I'm doing the stream setup things. But yeah, anyways, this is the song. We're gonna try to make it even better and add an intro. I expanded this breakdown, but I haven't actually made it sound good yet, so I don't know. So chords have to do a little bit more here. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Can we set this to do something like that? Yeah, just something like that. We'll boost it a bit. That sounds cool, but you can't even really hear it. Yeah, that's cool. Makes it kind of hoppy. I don't know. Mm. Mm. Oh, it's just that. Let's put this outside, actually. That's fun. Yeah, so I don't know. I think we need to add more percussion, like glitched up drums and stuff. Then this breakdown thing over here. Maybe we could put like a resonator on them. Just something to keep it a little bit more engaging percussively. So like, let's record out the drums here. So we got all the drums here. What's up in the morning you woke up dead? Welcome. Banger. Is it just me, or like does this alone's kind of stanky? I don't know how I'm gonna make that work. Probably not. So this is in, I'm trying to remember, are we in F minor? No, we're in E minor. So we'll just hit this with 4 semitones, 7, 16, 12. I think I need to also do some rhythmic stuff today, start with some melodies, got nothing. My advice for at least what's working for me right now is just copy another song. Just take another song that you think sounds good, that you wish you could sound like, and then just copy the drop for a bar or two. And then just start from there as your template, as your variation. Because this thing here, this drop here is a copy. I made this yesterday trying to, I was copying the drop to some unreleased Tipper song. Let me find it. Tipper Camp Disco 2019. You know, it's in a different key. I mean, it's just like the call and response and the main bass thing and the very downbeat is the same, but I ended up adding like chords and shit that are different. Is it here? No, that's not it. It's this song. Hold on. This song right here. So just like the that kind of bass line, and then melody, dun, 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 and then it goes back down. That basic premise is what I took. Ends up sounding way different. I ended up leaning like, I don't know, sounds more melodic and less wonky and shit. It's in a different key, and then I did a bunch of different stuff later on, but the initial idea was just completely stolen. And then you make variations from there, and then all of a sudden you have something that sounds kind of workable. Easy way for inspiration. And at the very least, even if it leads nowhere, you still learn a little bit, because you're like copying another, you know, like transcribing is like one of the best ways to learn, you know? Is this a robbery? Yeah. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Can't hear that at all. How do we make you loud? What is making you so quiet? I guess you are just pretty fucking quiet in general. I don't know why. Something like that, kinda. Let's see if we can cut this out and just go straight to it. Oh. I think I'm gonna stick with a long breakdown. All my breakdowns are like really short, and sometimes you gotta drag it out, and I just have to make this better. The drop is kind of fun. It's weird. It is weird kind of triplet thing. What are you doing, man? It just sounds like fucking color bass. I can't. Is there a certain proportion used in order to level things up? Like, for example, since minus 3 dB, then kick rate? No, I do not. That is a common beginner trap that I also was trapped by for a while. Like when people, or I mean, I suppose like relative. Basically, for some reason, people. I remember learning initially, like you always want your kick to be at minus 12 dB, and then you balance everything around that, and then your sub has to be at minus 6 dB, and like no, what are you talking? And basically, all the elements end up getting added up, and then they go into your master all together, and then you end up just processing it at the end, and so the relative amounts or what you set them to initially doesn't matter. I suppose the relative amounts of how they're set matters, but it varies per song because every song is going to have its own mix, it's going to have its own unique elements and sounds in it that are going to sound different. So the only real rule of thumb that I've been really using lately is I make sure after my mastering chain, right? Because I mix into a mastering chain, I'm mixing and mastering, doing everything all at once. So if you're using like a mastering engineer, then you wouldn't worry about this. But the way I have it set up is that after my limiter and after my mastering chain, I want my sub bass to sit at around minus 6 at its max. So like, let's see what it's doing. Like generally I want my sub bass to sit at around minus 6, and I want my kick drum when the kick punches to be a little bit above that, right? So like, it looks like based on my metering, and I have to, listen and determine for myself, but it looks like I can turn up my main kick quite a few dB, and I probably can turn down my hip hop sub by like probably 1.5 dB. And just turning down your sub if you can turn down your sub and it still sounds good, then that's good, because your sub is what's eating up all your headroom. So the quietest you can make your sub such that your limiter is happy, such that it sits at around -6, means you just gave everything else in the mix more space to breathe and more dynamics. So that's like generally good, right? So, but yeah, so my turning down the sub bass right there is very good, because I basically just let everything else in the mix breathe and push a little bit more against the limiter as a result. And it's still roughly about as loud. And then if you want, also just like generally, I don't know, if the sub bass sits louder than this and it's like way too fucking loud, and if it's quieter than this and it's going to be a little bit too quiet, just like competitive loudness and stuff. Now this is also for like music that I tend to mix to about -6 to -7 LUFS. So like maybe it's going to be like slightly different depending on your needs. If the sub bass, for instance, like I pulled this off in a couple songs where it honestly doesn't sound bad, where I'll have like the sub bass pulsing in volume. I don't know, like some shit like this. Right? It's pulsing in volume, then we can just turn up the sub bass overall, because it's not going to be sitting at -6, it's going to be pulsing up and above, up and below. Right? Like, so like maybe for just a moment it starts pulsing. Honestly, let's do that. Let's I'm going to Command Z a bunch so that, yeah, okay. I'm going to make a rack. This is going to be fun. We'll set this to 6, and then I'll align this, and I'm going to make a knob that when I crank this amount, I'm also going to turn up the gain of this up to 6 dB. So basically I turn this up and then it starts pulsing, right? Since it's quiet half the time, it's muted half the time, and it's, you know, at its max volume half the time, then that means it's going to be half the average volume, and half of volume in decibels is 6 dB. So it should retain roughly about, you know, and maybe my limiter will start screaming at me if I do this, and then you'll mix it down or whatever. But you can generally get away with sub that's too loud, in my opinion, from my experience, if you know, like tremolo it or whatever, make it well, right? Like some shit like that, right? So we can do this. I mean, I'm just listening on headphones, so I can't really tell if it sounds good or not, frankly. Like, it's too late for me to just, like, crank my monitors a shit ton and rattle the walls of my house, so I can't do that at the moment, but it probably sounds good, at least based on the metering, what it sounds like in my headphones. I imagine it sounds good. The spectrum, it's in dB. So generally, like, what this is normalized to is I know that this song is currently mixed. Like, I've decided on these rules by analyzing music that sounds good. And a music that sounds good for like up-tempo genres, for the style that I'm trying to emulate, sits at around -6 to -7 LUFS, right? And then for that loudness level in measured LUFS integrated, the sub will sit at about -6, generally. Now, so I imagine, you know, they're tied together intrinsically, I'm sure. But so if your music is going to sit about -6, -7, which in my opinion, no one should ever produce music louder than that, frankly. It sounds bad. Stop making music too loud. Stop clipping everything. Stop it. Stop it. So at the maximum loudness that you should be producing at, which is like -6 to -7, which I think is plenty loud and competitive for live shows, then you should have your sub sit around -6, probably, you know. All right, the filter sucks here, but so it looks like I can crank this shit even more, honestly. So generally, now I'm still writing the song, so like I wouldn't worry too much. I shouldn't be worrying too much about mastering, but if I wanted to master it, I'd be like, oh, it's at -8. Well, this is a loud song. I could probably squeeze another like up to 2 LUFS out of this. So I'm going to lower the threshold, right? And by lowering the threshold, I'm now squashing it more, which means the sub is now going to get squashed up here more, right? So all the elements have been made louder, but the sub has been made louder first. So by squashing the mix more, like if this is the sub and this is the rest of the elements, right? Sub is like this, it's going to go up, and I need to turn the sub down again because if we only want the elements to go up, right? Like sub is here, everything else is here. We want this to happen, but by squashing it, it goes like this, right? So we're going to squash it, and then we're going to turn the sub down, and then we're going to squash it and turn the sub down. We're just going to do that kind of thing over and over again. I have robots. I have robots in my chat. Get out of here. Get the freaking heck out of here, man. I'm talking about my hacky way to master music. So I just squashed it a lot more. Let's see what the meters say. So, I mean, the mix isn't great. There's certain points where it's like too much, but for the most part, it sounds pretty good, right? But you'll notice, oh shit, the sub's all over the place down here in the spectrum. So I'm going to turn down my sub bass a little bit. But notice that by turning down my sub bass, now the LUFS meter is off balance again because, you know, it's accounting for sub bass. So there's this kind of like game of like whack-a-mole push and pull thing where I squash limiter, it pushes up my sub too much, I turn down sub, I now have more headroom, can squash limiter again, and I'm just dialing those two things just back and forth. So also, like, nothing's really sidechained together right now. Like, this mix is super early in the process, but yeah, at this point, I don't know, it's pretty loud. Blah, who cares about LUFS? It kind of matters. It kind of does. I hate to say it, but it does. How did you learn to mix? I just did it a lot. I've just spent a lot of time obsessing over how to make my beats sound better. And then analyzing other people's music and just obsessing and producing a lot of music. That's basically it. Just do this a lot for like 8 years, and then you'll learn as much as I do, at least, or more. Yeah, so where was I gonna? Oh, yeah, LUFS do matter, especially if you want to play live music, if you want to play the live show, if you want it to slap relative to all the other music that's being played. LUFS matter because it's basically a measurement of how compressed the sound is. It's like a measurement of the lack of dynamics at the maximum volume of the signal chain, right? And lack of dynamics does matter for a show, because if you think about it, imagine you're at a show and you're surrounded by a bunch of drunk, annoying, coked out fucking people who don't want to listen to the music and they just want to yap and talk endlessly, because that's inevitable because you're at a live show. And all those people are going to be talking, and the room is going to have like an ambient volume of people speaking and talking at like 85 to 90 decibels. Like, that's already hearing damage inducing. Like, it's already that loud. So you need the PA system to be producing music louder than that. So like, let's say the PA is currently playing music at 95 dB. It's like the opener or some shit. That opener that's playing at 95 dB, if their music is dynamic enough, let's say the music has 10 decibels of like dynamic range or whatever with all the elements playing. That means half of the elements, whenever anything dips below 5 dB, right? Because, you know, PA is at 95 dB, ambient noise is at 90. If the elements ever become quieter than 90, which is like 5 decibels dynamic range, it gets lost. It gets masked by all the cokeheads fucking yapping in your ear. So it needs to be compressed. So loudness does matter in that context. Yes, you always need to wear earplugs also. Earplugs are absolutely necessary. Always wear earplugs. People are so fucking stupid about not protecting their ears. It's mind-boggling. I have earplugs just in my wallet, and I just bring them with me everywhere. You go on a subway, wear earplugs. That's going to cause hearing damage. You go to a house party, you have a bunch of drunk people screaming in your ear. It's going to cause hearing damage. Wear earplugs everywhere. Yeah, if you can afford it, I recommend the One of One Customs custom molded earplugs. They're kind of game changing. They're pretty cool. After wearing them, you can like really hear what the room and what a sound system actually sounds like. It's interesting. But basically, loudness matters, in particular for live shows and live music. So, I don't know. And then not only that, there's also the whole loudness war bullshit where if you're like DJing, you're playing songs back to back. That part's stupid. If you're a good DJ, you'll just like volume match and normalize for volume or whatever. But it is still annoying. It's still very annoying if you're playing like your song and it's like 2 dB quieter than the other song, then it's just going to sound worse, frankly, just when you compare them back to back. So loudness war sucks. That can be compensated for, but the real problem, the real reason why loudness does matter and that you shouldn't be producing at minus 14 integrated LUFS or whatever the fuck, because if you play that in a live show, it's going to be so dynamic that half of your elements are going to get lost in the ambient noise of the entire room, of all the people talking, of the reverberation throughout the room, and all of that, right? Because if the room has a bunch of reverb and your snare plays, that snare is going to carry a shit ton of reverb and a long tail after it that you didn't consider when you made the mix. So that tail can end up masking all the more intricate and dynamic elements that play after the snare normally that might just get completely lost. Like, there's so many other elements. So that's why compressing your shit and making your mix sound bad is good in the context of live music. I thought LUFS were only indicating the streaming service values. No, LUFS is a measurement, not necessarily flawless, but it's a good measurement of how humans perceive loudness, right? It's a measurement of volume over time, right? You know, so if you play like a single tone for a millisecond at fucking 130 dB and you compare that to a long tone at 100 dB, like the long tone will feel much louder because it's about volume over time. And then, so it measures that, and it also considers the frequency domain. So, you know, sounds at 2 kilohertz are considered louder than sounds at 100 hertz because their ear canal will resonate and boost sounds at 2 kilohertz. So it's just like it's trying to create a model for how humans perceive loudness. It's not flawless, but it's pretty good. It's pretty solid. You could take two songs with the same LUFS value, and you're gonna know pretty generally that they're gonna sound about equally as loud. It'll vary. It's not flawless, but it's pretty good. Anyways, that's my whole. That's how I master. Now I just did that to a song that's mixed like shit, and I'm not done composing for the song. I also just squashed my limiter on just this one little section here, and nothing else is mixed. So the whole song's probably gonna sound worse now. But you can see. That's basically my process. Orchestra hits seem louder than clown horns, seem louder than Vikings, seem louder than roosters. Roosters are pretty loud. I feel like roosters are louder than clown horns. It's an interesting paradigm right there. Okay, so we got, I don't know, let's go back over here. So to talk more about mastering and stuff, this section over here, right? This section over here sounds at about like minus 6.5, right? Right, there's like, I'm changing up stuff, everything's a little bit louder than the previous section. If I wanted this to sound consistent in volume, because over here it's hitting like minus 7 to minus 8, whereas here it's hitting like minus 6.5, then I'm gonna have to go back and then compress things. So all my elements that are in groups are probably going to be compressed on their own a little bit more heavily, which that's basically what that whole clip to zero bullshit is about. I think no one should really listen to that or take that too seriously beyond the premise that you should just compress things in groups. But that's the point of compression, right? So you compress all of your elements in different stages in different groups. Thus, all the elements in groups will sound more consistent in volume so that when you pass everything into the limiter, they'll sound consistent in volume, reliably and controllably throughout the entire song. Never thought of that. The room the music is playing in is already at 85 to 90 dB for people talking. Yeah, yeah. Like I've heard music that I think sounds amazing on like big sound systems, but just like it lacks loudness and then you just can't fucking hear it in the room. And so if you wanted, now if you like hypothetically, if there was like a really, really good sound engineer who's working working the system at the same time that you're playing, he could turn up the volume and compensate for it and basically pass it through like a live master or whatever. And in the ideal scenario, that is what would happen if you were like a headliner at a festival or you're playing, I don't know, a fancy club, and again, you're a headliner. That's not going to be the case for the vast majority of people. So the vast majority of people, the sound engineer is drunk or, I don't know, distracted with something else, or that doesn't even know what the fuck they're doing. And so basically you end up having full control over the volume of the songs coming out of the mixer. So basically, yeah, loudness does matter to deal with like people talking and stuff like that, and for it to sound proper. But it is the measuring definition of broadcast stuff. Maybe it's useful to someone by trying to match the mix to sound good and then compare that to similar songs, not mastering though. Yeah. I mean, you want the mix. You want the mix to sound as good as the other songs, and so that's why you have to like volume normalize things. I guess the point of mastering is to try to make things loud while sacrificing the smallest amount of like clarity, detail, decisions that you made in the mix, right? Yeah, it's more someone else's job to match the volume of the main mix. The thing is, that just doesn't really happen in reality that much at all, ever, unless you're like big guy at a festival with people who knows what they're doing, right? Like it's just not common, at least at the level that I'm at, you know? So, and I think that's just the case for most people based on what I've heard. So you just have to like keep that in mind. Like, yes, in an ideal world, you don't have to worry about loudness at all because just people are gonna make it sound good later through the in the main mix. But that's just not going to be the case for most people. When you're on the other side of the world, they just everyone does their jobs right, and there's always a sound engineer on top of shit. That'd be cool. That'd be very cool. It just hasn't been the case at all the gigs that I played. And just, yeah. If you're mastering vocals over a 2-track, what's a good way to turn the volume down since you don't have access to the stems? I don't really know. There's certain plugins that give you a little bit more granular control, like Bloom or something. Bloom is pretty good, I would say, just because it's like a multi-band kind of auto mixing thing and lets you have control over different stuff. Otherwise, I know you have to do some crazy EQ automation, or yeah, I mean, you could use Bloom effectively with automation, treat it like a EQ automation. I am getting a new computer for production. Do you think OS matters? I've heard some people say Mac OS. I mean, it doesn't matter for the sound, really. I've heard if you want to take like your Mac, or if you want to bring a laptop to gigs, then Mac is like less prone to crashing. That's like what the greatest argument I've heard for it. I think Mac sucks personally. I use Windows. I haven't used Mac like ever, with the exception of being forced to at my job that I had before. So yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. It just depends on like what you want to get. I'd say don't get Mac because I feel like it's more limiting in the amount of shit that you can do. But I don't know. It doesn't really matter. We have a lot of people that don't have enough jobs in mixing here in Finland, so always someone willing to. Yeah, but like, do you trust them to be good at it and to do live mixing? I'd just be surprised if like every single club does that. Like if you're playing at a bar, there's probably no one going to be doing that, right? Or let's say you produce the song and then another person is playing it at a bar, and then it's not like you're not there to make sure that it's volume matched and you can slam the trim when your song plays or whatever. So you need to trust that the user will make it sound as good as it can, and so it kind of needs to be like a little bit loud. Otherwise, you know, someone will play it out at the club, at the bar, and be like, damn, this song sounds like shit relative to all the other -6, -5 dB LUFS, whatever songs that played next to it. And then they're going to think it's bad because they didn't have a dude holding your hand. Yeah, I don't want to lose access to Harmor and Trash 2, so I favor Windows. Yeah, like my understanding, yeah, is like way more difficult for plugins and stuff. I'm trying to think, when I made my plugin, it wasn't terribly difficult. It wasn't too difficult to get it working on Windows. Oh no, actually on on Mac. I mean, I had some like hiccups and annoyances, but it wasn't too crazy. But also my Mac isn't like super insane, or my plugin isn't super insane in terms of what it can do under the hood. So I don't know. But yeah. Anyways, we got I don't know, mastering, mixing. I don't know. Hope that happens soon though. I gotta go bother Josh about it. I gotta do that more, but he's been MIA for a couple days. In the relative future, we have not, no hard timelines have been set or anything, but I think soon. I don't know. Yeah, and whenever that happens, I'm gonna make like a whole video series going super in deep on basically everything I've learned about it. Just like a whole, like, talk about every single module and stuff like that. So whenever that comes out, there's gonna be better resources for learning it, I think. So that'll be fun. I'm excited to do that. Should be good. And then I'll be extra motivated to make the videos because I'll have the affiliate link. Oh boy, beyond just entirely through the goodwill of me wanting to share knowledge. I'll also be motivated by money. How exciting. Sounds okay. Can we maybe... Let's have this go like that. Yeah, dude, I'm planning out like fucking lessons on linear algebra and calculus. Just like very brief, you know, minute. Just like little primers. Just to let people know how to think about it. I don't know, it's pretty cool. Working on this song, I started to kind of piece together and like intuit and figure out how it works on a pretty cool level. like, it's kind of hard to explain, but like the way that I think about like using operator now generally, or like FM synths, is I usually layer multiple different operators together, and I think about them timbrally in terms of how I can layer all these different things together to create one larger sound. And realizing that you can use Hyperfeel as an additive synth to do that same thing, but thinking about it from on a per partial basis, just spectrally, of how you want to build an entire sound out via, you know, partial manipulation, as opposed to, you know, FM synthesis with different oscillators. It's pretty cool. I mean, it ends up kind of working out the same. I guess just thinking in terms of layering, everything comes down to layering at the end of the day, and these are just like different tools, interesting tools to create the layers. But I don't know. I'm excited about it. I'm very excited about it. Yeah, I don't really know what to do with this song, frankly. It's kind of done in terms of the main idea, and I'm trying to think about what else I need to add. This breakdown is kind of mid. I don't know. Thing here. I don't know. Let's turn this down a little bit. Yeah, it's pretty stupid. This last sound here, kind of not good. There's just too much shit going on. I don't know. I'm kind of tired of working on this. Let's do something new. Let's do something new. I feel like this is a good song idea. I have basically the idea done. I can then give it a break for a couple weeks. I'll come back to this later and then like flesh it out and finish it or whatever. But I mean, fun. Yeah, we just basically made that whole thing on yesterday's stream, and I don't know. I don't really know what else to add to it at the moment. I do want to try to make more songs though, because lately I've been in a making songs kind of mode, which is fun. What's less fun is that it doesn't lead to me finishing the album, which is problematic because I'm supposed to be finishing an album and I'm not doing that. But yeah, I don't know. I do not know. But I am kind of figuring out up-tempo aggressive music with Hyperfield. So that part is fun. That part I'm happy with. Ooh, I kind of wanted to save I wanted to save the drums from that song and try to repurpose them, but I forgot. That's okay. We're making new drums. Okay, we're going to do up-tempo again. The last one was at 80 BPM. I usually do a lot of 80, 90, 95. I don't know what we're going to do. I have no idea. Maybe we'll just stick to the thing we did before. I used a big kick on the downbeat, and then we can grab whatever this is. Honestly, this thing, kind of a good kick. Kind of good. Okay, all right. So whatever that is. And then last time, instead of using a snare I always used, I just went down here, and then let's just grab just a bunch of different random snares. Amazing. Yes. Yes. All right. This is how we make a snare. Okay. Honestly, not that bad for just not even trying. I don't like that. Yeah, it's kind of bad. Oh, it's actually really bad. I take it all back. I mean, this part's kind of fun. We could use that as like a hey, what's up, Exon? We just decided to work on a new song, but the song from yesterday, pretty good. What was I gonna do? What was I gonna do? We're gonna use an EQ, and we're gonna add a fake fundamental. Amazing. That's our fundamental. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, it turns out you just need to put fucking stab on it. You put stab on anything, and it'll sound good. And then because I am me, but we're gonna put a snare here because I always do that. Okay, cool. We have something. Then let's add drums from Addictive Drums. Let's go. What do we want? I like whatever that is. And then because again, I'm a terrible producer, we're just gonna throw this here and not actually program anything ourselves. I mean, honestly, not bad. I mean, it's mostly just hats, but I do dig it. And then let's do this again. What are you? Heavy rock groove. Oh, hold on. We have to go to this guy. Kit, put the hi-hat in the center. You also. What's happening, dude? I mean, it's got a weird forward driving energy to it. Some of the transients are like overlapping in a very bad way. I guess we can just like highlight both of them and just fix. We really can just do that. That's kind of cool. It's bad. It's bad. I don't know. Let's go. I don't know what I'm doing, man. Last time I did this, we just got like amazing drums right off the bat without even thinking about it. And I kind of was just hoping that would happen again. What is going on? Why can I not copy paste this properly? What's happening to me? Okay, and then that isn't working. Okay, all that we really have to show right now is a kick and a snare. Just fine. Just fine. We didn't need much more than a kick and a snare. Let's try one more time, and then we'll have multiple layers of addictive drums, and we can blend them together. Or we can A, B, C, make different sections and stuff like that. So you will explore again. Let's go to Funk Kit. What do we got? Q. Yeah, I like the toms there. Okay, and then we'll go beats, and then whatever this is. Why does the snare sound so bad? I guess I can start adding. Honestly, let's just type in drum loop, and then let's just go. Yes. Crane drum loop rift hats hi-hat 156. My dude. Let's fucking go. And then what? No, I don't want to do that. Yeah, fuck it, Mr. Bill. Amazing. And then I don't know, we take you. I don't know what I'm doing, dude. I hate all of it. Were any of these good? It's just, honestly, it's the snare, I think. I think it's the snare that's pissing me off. Or maybe it's the fact that I still don't have an idea. Oh. Okay. I don't know why I'm saying okay a lot. I'm not doing anything new. I don't know, dude. We got fucking trap hats. We're going back to 2016. All right, we need an idea. We need an idea to begin with. Maybe we shouldn't be doing drums first. Oh, don't. I mean, you've always got to have the downbeat. Don't. Right? And then we'll lower the... Amazing. All right, we're making it funky. And then second part. Amazing. Holy shit. Okay. Now we hyperfield it. Let's go. Where? Basic gritty saw. We were using this before. So good. Okay, so we have that. And then I guess we can like, we can go draw mode and go like, no, what are we doing, man? What are we doing? We're supposed to be shifting. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, dude. Okay, so we have whatever that is. I guess we can make it like kind of have a cool little instrumental melodic thing on top, and then because where we're leaning into right now is this kind of like minimal glitch hoppy thing. I don't know. I don't know. It is fucking stupid. Okay, it's getting kind of fun. I think there's an idea here that is like listenable. We can. So what? We're gonna build on this over time. I don't know. I just gotta allow myself to be stuck in the 8-bar loop. We're in a 4-bar loop actually. Let's not do myself any favors right now. You're allowed to be stuck in a loop. Okay, it's kind of fun. What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? We can smear this with a billion delays. And then we can take this guy. And we can make you go all crazy. I mean, I always just rely on the same fucking few tricks, man. I mean, that's kind of fun already. It's got a weird sound to it due to all the phase dispersed whatever from all the previous delayed notes smearing over each other. But it sounds kind of like a weird resonant percussive thing, so it just has an interesting quality to it. You're so right. You were so right. We're making like an instrumental or something. Just something for it. Like, I think what's going on, what we're making right now is meant to be kind of bare bones, you know? music blessing your ears, Cat Nubik. I don't know. We're trying to figure out an idea. We're trying to figure out something, and right now I have a 4-bar loop that I've done this to. Let's go. Okay, so we can like maybe, honestly, maybe just like a very temporary beat reset. We can do. Now, we could just go straight back into it, just like a temporary, like only a 4-bar thing. Be fun. It's weird. I don't think this is going to go anywhere, and I'm probably not going to save it, honestly. But unless we find like a pretty solid, something solid to go into. What do we want to do with you? What can we do? Why are you called this? What is this patch? I completely forgot. Okay. I have a feeling. I have a feeling, honestly. I have a feeling I'm supposed to arpeggiate this. What are you doing? Legato. Let's just go arpeggiator. Right. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that, man. Don't know what I'm gonna do. We need chords, I guess. I mean, we do have this thing to work with. Let's go in it. It's just a shitty beat. We just have a beat to like freestyle over, but it never ends. And then homie needs to get off the microphone because no one actually wants him to freestyle over it. You're just trying to listen to music in peace. And he's like, hold on. I got this. I'm gonna save the vibe. One, two, three, four equal funk. It's hard to meet people willing to sing or rap into a microphone. Yeah, I did also just like shit on them. It's like horribly. I don't know. I was just reminded of my high school days. I can't freestyle for the life of me. Honestly, I'm just deeply insecure about it. That's where it all comes from. All my friends were at least passable at freestyling. I can't rhyme 2 sentences together. It's just nothing I can do. Yeah. Amazing. Hold on. What are you doing? Amazing, dude. Now I just want fucking acid. Can we just make you... I mean, that's cute. It's fun. I don't know. How do we make this crazier? Like push velocity on all drums at maximum on first beat. I want like an idea first before I start like committing to making all the moments pop and whatnot, you know? We also need like... Yeah, I think the ideas are all just like pretty bad. Just like... I mean, it's fun to play with acid though. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm not having fun. What if we phase control? Oh. Now what if we... No, get rhythm first. I don't know. I don't really... I want like a song idea to work off of at the moment. But it is true that the song ideas are not going anywhere, so maybe I should just listen to you. No, I hear you. I'm just gonna add more things. I don't think making this first kick drum just like hit harder is gonna like suddenly make the rest of the song idea come into fruition, you know? That's just one thing that needs to be done amongst many others. like you're not wrong. It's just that like it's like a small thing. Like someone could be like, dude, you need to make the hat swing, and I'm like, yeah, but I need like an idea that doesn't make me want to blow my brains out first before I commit to making the hat swing. Like you're right about the hat swinging, you know? So like here we can, we can use like automation and shit to make erosion, to make the first kick drum extra hard, but I'm not going to use the simple. I'm gonna do it the way that I do it. I mean, you were right though that the drums need to be better first. I'll give you that. Let's record out all the drums. And then... Oh, wait, I didn't want to put that in there. There we go. Okay, so you sound like that now, which is cool. Now we got this guy. Yeah, no, I mean, I've just always done it not in, not using MIDI. You know, there's no, like, right or wrong necessarily. It's just, this is my style. Let's go. Oh. And then let's offset the phase here. And now that we did that, I don't know, spectral resonator? I don't know. I never use this, but like maybe we can make this cool. Oh, the song's in C right now. Yeah, because I was playing in F Lydian and I'm hearing it in C. Let's just kill that. We don't need that. And then, oh, I can. That's how does this? Oh, cute. I was literally gonna fucking set it to the exact number. What if we just get quirky with it? Let's just do sound design. Go you on you. Let's It would be so cool if I could limit this to... Oh, I can do that. I can limit it to a scale. We set this to MIDI. MIDI input from... Let's go... pigments. Let's grab pigments. And then MIDI input from 25 pigments. In hello, how do you work? Oh, no, I don't do it from you. Right. My bad. I'm doing it within this guy. MIDI input from 25 pigments. I can't, what? I can't set it to be from the internal pigments arpeggiating engine? I don't think it'll let me. I mean, let's verify. Let's do sequence arpeggiator. And then, I don't know, we got something in E minor, right? Yeah. MIDI input from 25 pigments. Doesn't want to do it. Yeah, it doesn't do the arpeggiator. Okay, so we can still arpeggiate with a random arpeggiator. Right. That's fine, I guess. Let's set this to, I don't know, because we're... Yeah, let's just keep it in E. Let's do E Dorian, because I like Dorian, and then... I mean, it's probably, maybe Dorian isn't the move. Maybe we should just stick with minor, considering we're trying to make bangers, but, let me set this random. Okay, so I mean, we basically accomplished the same thing, but now it's set to a scale. Still sounds bad, though. So that's fun. I probably would need to be more intentional and make something with like an actual melody, frankly. But we'll go like this guy. And then you. Yes, I know what to do. And then we'll also go phase. And so you will pull to being phase locked at the end. And then you'll also start off warped. How do we want to do you? I guess I want, yes. Wait, you're at 36, so we want to set this to 0.14, I think. Nice. I'm a genius. That's fun. And then you go here. And then we'll go nice. And then you will delay out. So we're like constructing additively, we're adding all the partials together, phase aligning them up until this point, and then they're gonna bounce away a little sine wavy. Cool. All right, stop doing that, and then we can make. Honestly, that's a pretty cool patch. Pretty cool patch. Then what? A counter melody or something? I mean, we're gonna have this going on for a little bit. No, cancel actually. That was a bad idea. Don't do that. So we delete that. Let's duplicate this over. Okay, so that's fun. I want to extend the chord progression now. So we'll take this and loop this. What did I want to do? And then maybe just okay, it doesn't sound like E is the tonic at all. Right, of course it isn't, because I've literally just been playing a randomized arpeggiator over the mode, so there's no key center. There is no key center. Okay, let's see if this ruins the song. I'm gonna fucking hold it at gunpoint and declare it to have a key center of E. How do you do that? It's called FM synthesis. Doesn't sound right. It just doesn't sound like it's E. I'm not gonna change up the vibe though. Probably just gonna keep leaning into wherever the fuck this is going. What do we want? I'm trying to force it to have a key center of E and it sounds bad. I'm just not going to do it. Sounds like it's D actually. It was E, Dorian. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's just D major. Yeah. Okay. Don't really like any of this. I don't know, man. That's the craziest compliment my music's ever gotten. That's crazy. Where? Like, it's leaning into some weird IDM territory. We could try to lean into side-dub. I mean, but side-dub, we need offbeat chords. This thing has the chord that plays on the 1 after, like, a big wind-up. I'm at a loss. Is there... I mean, it doesn't sound good. Do we just scrap the whole idea? I think, like, the scary, spooky wind-up thing, the sound design is cool. I think this premise here is interesting. Oh, right, I fucked it up because I changed the BPM, but... like, that's pretty cool, I think. Everything else about it, though, it's like, where? Okay, is that it? That's all you have to show me? Yeah. Here, let's just bounce this in place. Look, when you're lost and you don't know what to do, wait, will bounce in place work if I'm still running this from an arpeggiator? We'll find out. We'll find out. Looks like it. Looks like it. Amazing. Alright, this is cooler, I think, than all the previous ideas. Like can add this shit. Now this thing is like a little bit too repetitive. So how do we fix that? Big LFO on this guy. And notch. Okay. For once, you have the right idea, Bunny Area. We are gonna do melody. That is great. Let's do. What do we want? What do we want to do? We try to make some new. I don't know. It's gonna be melodic sounding. I always end up making the same sounding shit melodically with this. I need to branch out. I need to figure out new stuff. Wait, what do we got? I'm going to put a delay on the master. Yeah, no. Oh, you're saying, I see. Wait, I'm making bass. I'm supposed to be making a pretty sounding melody. We can put this into FM thing. I guess we can feed itself into it. And then... What the fuck? What did I do? Ah! I command Z a bunch and panic and killed it? Snow. Oh. Snow. Like. I do know how Ableton works, yes. Now, can we make this work kind of predictably? Oh my fucking god, you're so right, fortunately. That's never gonna get old, is it? It's just not. Why is it clipping like crazy? I like how it gets squished when you... Like, is that a visual bug? Ain't no way. I love it. Amazing. Alright, I know there's like a bunch of shit. Yeah, there's like a whole super crazy... It's so good. It's so good. Just the face makes it sound better. I'm just having fun now. We're just having fun. Maybe the secret was I'm supposed to be having fun instead of trying to make a song. Right. What was our key again? What are we playing this in? What's happening with this fucking song? Oh, right. It was that thing. I think we're in D, so we'll just play. I know it's really obnoxious sounding, but we can like apply effects and filter it. I'm sorry. Sorry for that. Honestly, I do kind of like the aura it has when it's that high frequency, you know? I guess we can, we'll just make this a high shelf. Whoa, that was the wrong kind of shelf. Dude, my Ableton's so slow right now. I think it's like it's a hyperfield doing something in the background. Because I left a bunch of shit just like not functioning right. Like what is, why is everything lagging so fucking bad? Okay. I know it's not. It can't be you. Are you breaking everything? Hold on. All right, I'm investigating. Do we go view? Isn't it performance impact? What's happening? 30 hyperfield. It is you. Oh, it's this guy. Yeah, that would make sense. Oh, let's turn it off for now. How do we close you? Get the fuck out of here, man. Okay, we can, I don't know, split this in. Let's switch this to something cooler. Now it's just scary. Excellent. Let's go 27. Okay, accidentally one, let's do that. And then let's mute this guy. And now we got, and we can just hit him with one of these over and over again. Kind of fun. It's kind of fun. Okay, I'm curious if it's something else that's running in my background. Like what is using all, I guess, yeah, Ableton's using all my memory. Chrome is using a shit ton of memory for some reason. Let's just, I mean, the only things I have running on Chrome right now are the streaming stuff. I don't know. I mean, it's not that intensive of a project file. I have shit that's like way worse than this. So I don't know why it's not functioning right. Okay. It's weird. I kind of dig the vibe. It's kind of cute. It's got IDM sounds. It's the best idea so far. It's still nothing to write home about. What else can we do? What else can we do? Oh, did I mute you? You weren't supposed to be muted. So we can take this guy now. I don't know. This is just not working. I don't know, just some shitty riser, I guess we'll turn that into. Okay, okay. And then, I don't know, we can duplicate the whole entire thing and then just do the thing that I normally do. Or just put the bird calling clap. The goat. Whoa, what else is doing that? Where the fuck is this other thing? Hello? Oh. Okay. Okay, so we have whatever. I don't know. I don't know what any of this is. It's just weird. It's like interesting sound design and stuff. It's just like experimental, the genre, but not like good. I guess like, okay, one, we have to. Okay. We got a minute of music. I guess we would like go into a... No, we're not going to go into a breakdown. It's going to be a progressive kind of thing. We're going to have a switch up. We're going to have a switch up here. So now, we're going to duplicate you. Delete that. Delete that. The sky will be... Yeah, right? Like, I was kind of amused. Sometimes it gets to me. Sometimes I find it really, really obnoxious. I mean, it's pretty, I think we all generally have some social awareness and know like when someone's going too far and too isn't. So usually I'm not annoyed by it, but when someone goes like overboard, I tend to find it really aggravating. That time I didn't. I was just kind of amused. I was just kind of curious how long he would go on for and what he was talking about. But he meant well. He meant well. He was nice. You know? This is garbage. Also, I don't blame him because the song sounds like shit this time, so like not the worst thing to assume, you know. It's like maybe this guy just needs my advice. And sometimes advice goes crazy. Sometimes advice is awesome, you know. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, dude. I hate everything here. I think we just keep it super, super minimal, frankly. Maybe just dye everything back out, and then we just have whatever this is. I guess, like, if anything, I should just add a bunch of percussion. I can imagine, like, some crazy, I don't know, more intricate and delicate percussion going kind of hard here. But, I don't know, it's kind of a shit idea. There's some cool stuff in it, but... I don't know. I'm gonna save it, because why not? Maybe I'll look back on this and be like, ideas. You know? Maybe. 2607 20 what was that guy's name? Bunny Area 2000. Bunny Area 2000. Do you think he was born in the year 2000? No way. No one would name 2000 is too ubiquitous of a name. I don't know. Quaint Bunny Beat. I'm not even gonna disparage his name in the title. 92 BPM. 91 BPM. I'm probably never ever gonna open this project file again. Probably. Okay, I think we're gonna end the stream there, honestly. I'm not really feeling it too much. We worked a bit on the song from yesterday. That one's a banger. And you know what? Like, that song is good enough for me to not feel bad about like the next like 5 shit shows that I make. So I'm still feeling pretty good. I'm gonna ride that high for a bit. Yeah, I need to work on my album again and stop procrastinating, frankly. So hopefully, if I'm being good, I'll be doing that. What I should have done is I should have just I should have tried to make more like actually angry dubstep, I think. So I kind of figured out a few cool techniques for making the angry sounds, and then I just started going into the weird, trippy, colorful IDM glitch hop thing, but I don't know, it's not the right vibe. I don't know. He's talking about, oh, he was. Yeah. That is true. I kind of just stopped reading it after a point because it just kept going. Jesus Christ, he typed a lot. Anyways, I mean, he means well. He means well. I don't want to be mean. I'm being mean right now. I'm saying I don't want to be mean as I'm actively being mean. Shout out that chatter for making my stream poppin', boosting it in the algorithm, keeping the engagement high. Respect. Love that guy. Okay. I'm leaving. I will stream again tomorrow probably. Yeah.